Hey guys, welcome back. So in this lecture we are going to talk about, can we use constructor 2 or 3 times, or it is restricted to only single time. That means, can we use this init method 2 3 times, or we can only use for one time at initialization. You see, I run this simple program and I got my result hi Shobham. But what if here I am taking init for only one time? What if I try to use init for 2 or 3 times with different type of task? Will it work? Maybe first init to initialize thing, second init to print something. Let me try this. So here I have added a print line that we are into second init method. And if I run this particular program, you can see I got an error that init takes only one position argument but two were given. So here I am giving two arguments, that is, one is self and second one is Shubham. Self is hidden as we have talked about. So we are giving two positional argument, but here it is giving me an error that init takes only one positional argument. So we have two init now. One takes two argument, but this one only takes one positional argument. So that means the second init is currently working and the first init is of no use. So here if I remove my argument Shubham and try to remove these, because I will get an error now, and if I try to remove these and maybe print that we are inside first init, and I also need to remove this one. Now let me run this code. So here you can see I got a result from second init and I got my result from display. But what is happening to my first init? Why this constructor is not calling? So that means we cannot use two init, that is two constructor at one point of time. And whatever will be the last init method, that is whatever will be the last constructor, that would be in use. So even if I write anything inside this, we are not going to get any results. So make sure you only use one constructor, and if you are using 2 or 3 constructor, the last constructor will be in play. That means that would be the only one which actually affect your code. So if I try to give my name again, add a parameter, and here try to initialize my name and then try to print that, and also add something here. Now if I try to run this one, you can see I got my results. So that means it is using my second init function, and I can definitely remove this one. I hope now you understand that we can only use one constructor. Now the second thing I want to talk about in this lecture is the keyword self. So as you know, that particular keyword is hidden here. So self is an imaginary hidden keyword. So that means self is used to transfer your memory location from this point, that this instance, to our init. So instead of self I can use any keyword, but I have to be constant with that. So if I use CLS, then I have to use CLS at every point of time, and it is going to give me same result without any difference. So now if I try to run this one, you can see I got the same result. So self is actually industry standard keyword. Everyone knows that why we are going to use self. So you can use any keyword, anything, but you have to be constant at what position you need to use that. And self is actually most common keyword in our industry. So I would recommend you to use self for all your programs, and the self keyword itself feels more comfortable. So I hope with this lecture you now know that we can only use one constructor, and self is a keyword, you can use any term. So that's all for this lecture. In the upcoming lectures we are going to talk about inheritance, polymorphism and lot more things. So see you in the next one.